hell out of here. How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? Hey, what you think you're gonna look like when you get your ass up and your ass got knots all over your damn head?
The boxing scene just went crazy. Floyd Mayweather Sr. walked up to the mic at a press event and sent a strong message to Mike Tyson that has social media going wild. He did not simply say his son would win. He promised that Floyd would handle Mike easily and spoke with real anger that showed this is serious for him. The crowd became very quiet as soon as he began, and what he said next shocked everyone. People close to the event said Sr. was asked a basic question about a possible Mike Tyson exhibition, and he quickly moved toward the mic with intense focus in his eyes. Witnesses said his voice sounded upset, bold, and fully sure of himself at the same time. He reportedly added that Mike is fooling himself if he believes his power matters against a boxer who has never truly been damaged throughout his whole career.
How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost? How many fights have you lost?
It don't matter.
Sr. clearly said that Mike could not even deal with Buster Douglas. So how does he believe he can lay a hand on Floyd? But things became even more intense after that. People close to the situation say Sr. started listing Mike's losses one by one. He reminded everyone how Evander Holyfield beat him twice, how Lennox Lewis forced him to stay on his stool, and how Kevin McBride also defeated him. Sr. message was simple. Whenever Mike stepped in with a skilled boxer who had a smart plan, he was broken down. He also praised his son as the smartest defensive fighter the sport has ever seen.
Mike Tyson said it. You know why you said by his defense? You know why he's still here? Because defense.
Yeah.
You see these other crazy ass fighters fighting with their head, ain't fighting with their mind. That's why you see them, their career is short. That's why he's still here and still going strong.
One reporter at the event said Sr. even got up from his chair and began showing Floyd's shoulder roll right there at the table. He explained how Floyd would make Mike miss by just inches and then strike back at the exact right moment. Sr. also said that Mike can swing as hard as he wants, but hitting nothing but air will never win a fight.
Well, that's what it is. And last but not least, your boy Mike Tyson, man.
Nothing to talk about no more. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the top fighter in all classes.
Mike Tyson wasn't disciplined enough to do what he had to do to become what my cousin Floyd is today. And that's all I'm gonna say.
So you're saying it's envy? It's envy.
It's very envy.
What else could it be?
Very envy.
It ain't nothing else, man. When them people had their time.
He started moving around the whole room, pulled out their phones, because every step showed the many years of boxing experience Sr. carries with him. He did not hold back with his words either. People there said Sr. even questioned Mike's mental condition, hinting that the years of punishment in the ring may have changed the way he thinks.
You know what? You still got it. Right. You got it.
Sr. said Mike speaks about his glory days as if they just happened, but the truth is he is close to 60 and has not been an active top fighter for many years. He added that the exhibition with Roy Jones was hard to watch because both men looked slow and far from the level they once had in their best years. What really made social media explode was when Sr. turned his attention to Mike's recent training clips.
Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike. Nice one, Mike.
Sources near the situation said Sr. laughed while watching the clips of Mike working the pads and said it may look powerful, but those pads do not punch back. He explained that appearing sharp in training means nothing when you stand across from someone with Floyd's level of ability. He compared it to shadow boxing, saying you cannot lose when you are only throwing punches at your own shadow, but facing a real opponent is a totally different challenge.
You done lost 3 fights, and Floyd's gonna beat your ass, you're gonna lose 4. And he beat all the top fighters there is. And all them same fighters that he beat can beat your ass.
The money topic came up as well, and Sr. response was cold and direct. People close to the event say he claimed Mike needs this fight far more than Floyd ever would. According to Senior, Mike is chasing one more huge payday, while Floyd can earn millions doing whatever he chooses. He reportedly added that Mike should appreciate that Floyd is even thinking about giving him this chance, because no other boxer at Floyd level would spend time on a former champion who is almost 60. The financial point stood out because everyone understands that Senior is telling the truth about Floyd freedom and wealth.
And it's not like I'm hurting, and the people is enjoying it. My team is enjoying it, and it's good to be able to travel to different places and train and shake hands with different people from all walks of life.
What pushed it even further was how personal Senior became. People there said he mentioned Mike's voice and how it sounds now compared to his prime years. Senior even copied Mike's high-pitched tone and hinted that the tough talk does not fit the man he is today. One witness said it was so harsh that even some Floyd fans felt awkward seeing it unfold. The imitation shocked the room because it felt like straight mockery. Senior also broke down Floyd's past opponents in detail, naming Canelo Alvarez, Manny Pacquiao, Oscar de la Hoya, and Shane Mosley, and explaining that each of them was younger, quicker, and more skilled than the Mike of today. He questioned how Mike believes he can win when top fighters in their prime could not figure Floyd out. Senior pointed to certain rounds in those bouts where Floyd adjusted on the spot to prove his elite ring intelligence.
I beat more world champions than any fighter in history. I'm 50-0, but half of my fights was world title fights. If you're not betting on a game, it's not even fun to watch. When you're betting on it, you're on the edge of your seat. What these boxers do now, they're boxers. They're boxers, I'm a box office. Yeah. There's a difference. These fighters, they get in the bag when they go over to Saudi Arabia. Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, they're getting great money, not good money, great money. So, of course they wanna see Floyd Mayweather in the exhibition. And you already know what the payday gonna be.
Senior did not stop at Mike's physical skills either. People close to the scene said he also questioned Mike's fight strategy. Senior argued that Mike's career was built on fear and quick knockouts early in fights, but asked what happens when the man across from you is not scared. He mentioned how Holyfield took Mike's hardest punches and kept coming, which led to Mike falling apart mentally. Senior reminded everyone that Holyfield used his head, got under Mike's skin, and frustrated him, so much that Mike bit his ear out of anger and desperation. He also dismissed the Terrence Crawford training story, calling it nothing more than a publicity move, and said Crawford working with Mike is like putting a small patch on a serious injury. Senior insisted that no coaching can change the fact that Mike's body is 58, while Floyd ring intelligence is on another level. He reportedly asked what Crawford could possibly teach Mike that Cus D'Amato did not already teach him decades ago.
And for him to give me the respect that I always gave him, it was definitely dope, it was dope. I wasn't doing nothing, I was just chilling, training. And I got that phone call, and that was the light that sparked it all. Me sparring Tim Bradley, and then it's been up ever since.
What shocked people even more was how detailed Senior got about fight strategy. Insiders said he explained exactly how Floyd would handle Mike in the ring. Use the jab to control distance, make Mike chase him around, burn his energy on punches that miss, and then attack when Mike is tired in the later rounds. Senior reportedly added that Floyd might even let Mike survive the middle rounds to keep it entertaining for fans before turning up the pressure in the final rounds to make his point. He also hit the size difference hard, saying Floyd has beaten naturally bigger junior middleweights, so Mike's advantage is basically meaningless. Senior supposedly reminded everyone that Canelo Alvarez was younger, stronger, and more skilled than Mike, yet Floyd made him look like an amateur for 12 rounds straight, and the judges' scorecards proved every word Senior said.
And I'm gonna tell y'all the truth about Canelo. Easy, man. It cakewalk. Easy. Y'all sitting up here, y'all praising this dude, but it's nothing. I was almost 40 years old when I cooked this dude. Easy.
Senior reportedly tackled the power puncher argument directly. Witnesses said he pointed out that Floyd has gone up against several fighters known for knockouts. Shane Mosley, who had knocked down Antonio Margarito, Marcos Maidana twice, known for overwhelming opponents, and Miguel Cotto, a welterweight powerhouse, yet none of them ever landed a clean, decisive shot. Senior highlighted the Mosley fight, saying Shane connected with a hard right in round 2 that shook Floyd, but Floyd quickly recovered and made adjustments that completely neutralized Mosley for the next 10 rounds.
Just like that. You don't find people that just like that. Somebody got to be in the background. He the best ever, yes.
As his father, how did that make you feel?
Huh?
As his father, how did that make you feel knowing, you know?
There it is. I'm done. Well, you know, if you want to read them off, read them off. Because this is Floyd Mayweather Sr., the man behind it.
The topic of exhibition rules came up and Senior response was ruthless. People there said he predicted Mike's team would likely want headgear, bigger gloves, shorter rounds, and a referee who breaks them up fast because they know Mike cannot handle a real fight. Senior reportedly said Floyd would even wear heavier gloves and still dominate every round. He reminded everyone that Floyd sparred with heavyweights just for fun during his career and made them look foolish. Senior also called out Mike fan base, saying they are stuck in nostalgia and refuse to accept their hero is old, slow, and done. He pointed out people remember Mike in the 80s destroying Trevor Berbick and Michael Spinks, but that version is gone forever. Senior added you cannot bring back youth or speed no matter how much you train or what supplements you take. The age gap became a key point as well. Sources said Senior emphasized that Floyd is almost 10 years younger than Mike, which is huge for fighters in their late 40s and 50s. He said that decade difference separates competitors from those who are completely past it, and gave examples of fighters who returned in their 50s only to be humiliated.
Head movement that he had in his youth. First of all, that's an energy-burning style. At 58 years old, you're not pulling that style off. Tyson didn't even have that style in his mid-30s when he was almost at retirement age. He was already not moving his head like that. So, I don't know, man. I don't really know what to make of this. I don't know exactly what to think of it.
Senior reportedly called out Mike's stamina problems from his prime. People close to the press conference said he reminded everyone that Mike would tire after 4 or 5 rounds, even in his 20s, and asked what anyone thinks will happen now that he is 58. Is his cardio magically better than it was 30 years ago? The reasoning left little room for debate and shut down many of Mike's supporters. Senior prediction was harsh and precise. Sources say he claimed Floyd would win every round on all 3 judges' scorecards, that Mike would land no more than 10 clean punches in the whole fight, and the one-sided action would make people question why it was sanctioned at all. He reportedly said the CompuBox stats would be embarrassing for Mike, something like Floyd landing 200 punches while Mike manages only 15. Senior also pointed out long-standing weaknesses in Mike's game, including trouble with tall fighters and reach, issues in the clinch, and shaky defense against a good jab. He said Floyd has the perfect style to exploit all of these, noting Floyd's reach advantage, exceptional clinching skills, and legendary jab. Senior even criticized Mike's corner and training team. People present said he claimed anyone telling Mike he can win is either lying for money or simply doesn't understand elite-level boxing. A real trainer, he argued, would warn Mike that this fight is terrible for his legacy and suggest sticking to exhibition bouts with fighters his own age. Senior reportedly said watching Mike train with Terrence Crawford is like seeing someone prepare for a fight they've already lost. He also addressed referees in exhibitions, saying that the typical hands-off style actually favors Floyd, who could frustrate Mike so much that he might make a mistake, pointing to the Holyfield ear-biting incident as proof Mike loses composure under pressure. The historical context Senior provided was brutal. Sources said he walked through boxing history, showing that defensive masters always defeat power punchers when the skill gap is huge, citing Willie Pep, Pernell Whitaker, and Floyd himself. He said power means nothing if you can't land it, and Mike has never faced anyone with Floyd-level defensive mastery. Senior reportedly ended with a direct message to Mike, looking into the camera and telling him to stop embarrassing himself with training camp hype, stop pretending this will be competitive, and admit he needs Floyd name to make money. He warned that everyone already knows how this ends. Floyd barely breaking a sweat while Mike struggles to land anything significant. Legacy protection was a key point. Sources said Senior said Mike risks his legendary status by stepping into the ring with Floyd. When Floyd dominates, it will become one of Mike's most remembered defeats. Senior argued that Mike already has losses hurting his legacy, so why add an even more embarrassing one at 58? He said Mike should do what Floyd did, retire undefeated and protect his legacy instead of chasing one last payday. At the end of the press conference, Senior reportedly stood up and delivered a final line that made the room erupt. He said that when Floyd steps in the ring with Mike, it won't be a fight, it will be a boxing lesson Mike should have learned 30 years ago. Witnesses said the tension in the room was palpable as Senior walked out. For the latest updates on boxing news, moments, events, and actions, subscribe to our YouTube channel and turn on notifications to catch new content. Until next time, peace.